Hello everyone, welcome to I'll Sleep. As I have promised in my last video, I'm back with my next tutorial on collocations. I know for many students, collocation might sound a bit strange because whenever they prepare for IELTS, they get very limited knowledge about the areas of improvements. But don't worry, in this video lesson, you will get this topic in very easy way because I'm gonna explain this with the help of common mistakes that students make while using collocations in writing as well as in speaking. But before that, we should know that why it is so important. Well, the answer is here. If you really want to get band 7 or above, you need to cover the correct style and use of collocations. And this condition is set by IELTS band descriptors. But unfortunately, most of the students do not focus on these requirements and at the end they are awarded with low band score. See, the problem is not that students can't improve their writing skills. Actually, the main problem is that they don't have the proper knowledge about the areas where actions are required. But this is not their fault because the least percentage of trainers are there who guide or train students very deeply and accurately. Anyway, in my last video, I tried to cover this topic that how can you check your vocabulary level, and today here is the second area where you all need to work if you are really hoping for band 7 or above. Now let's start with its definition first. See, collocations are called word partners. Means when two or more words go together to describe something. Let's take a very simple example of fast food here. What does it mean, fast food? Well, I know you would say it's very simple. Fast food means a food that is quickly prepared, or you could say a junk food, right? I do know this, but what if I separate these two words? Fast and food. Will the meaning remain same? Absolutely not, right? If I talk in Hindi language, so fast का मतलब तेज होता है, right? और अब sharp का मतलब भी तेज होता है और spicy का मतलब भी तेज होता है. But situation के according इन तीनों का meaning different निकलता है, correct? Can you say sharp food? No. But yeah, we can say sharp knife. Can you say this is very fast dish? Absolutely not, but we can say it's a spicy dish, right? See, ऐसे ही बहुत सारे words होते हैं English में जो particular word के साथ ही use होते हैं. For example, if you want to say, मुझसे एक गलती हो गई. So many students say like this, I did a mistake. But here, did is not suitable with mistake. So we should write or say made mistake. So it should be I made a mistake. मेरा हिंदी में समझाने का यही मकसद था कि आपको कॉलोकेशन का कॉन्सेप्ट पूरी तरह से क्लियर हो जाए. आई होप कि अब आपकी कॉलोकेशन से दोस्ती हो चुकी है, राइट? चलिए इस दोस्ती को और गहरा करते हैं. Here I am gonna share some common mistakes that students make in writing and speaking, and it's gonna help you a lot there. Mistake number 1. Adjective with noun. See, here is the sentence. If examiner would ask you, can you sleep in noisy environment? And you want to say, it doesn't bother me because I am a deep sleeper. Means मैं गहरी नींद सोता हूँ इसलिए मुझको कोई परेशानी नहीं होती है. See, here we have used deep sleeper, where deep is adjective and sleep is noun. But in more natural or advanced level, it would be heavy sleeper, not deep sleeper. Deep can be used with sleep, but when you talk about yourself, so you could say heavy sleeper or sound sleeper. And light is just opposite of heavy, so you can say I'm a light sleeper. Likewise, many more words are there which go together with heavy. For instance, heavy smoker. Here, heavy doesn't mean in terms of weight. It means who smokes a lot. Heavy traffic. means a lot of traffic, and its opposite is light smoker or light traffic. Okay, next adjective is sphere. See, if you want to say you're right, countries are facing a great food shortage in this pandemic. Here, great means a lot, but great doesn't sound natural and suitable word here. So it can be replaced by sphere. As you can find in Cambridge Dictionary too, sphere means a great loss of something, yeah? So we can't say here the great. So if we would write here sphere, so this sentence would be more effective than it. So the whole sentence would be countries are facing a great, no, the countries are facing a severe food shortage in this pandemic. Let's move to mistake number 2. Verb with noun. Here is the sentence. People should stop using fossil fuels and switch to renewable energy instead. Stop is verb here and using is also a verb here, which is used for fossil fuels, right? But here is a mistake. See, when we talk about fossil fuels, we don't use it, we burn it. So the suitable action would be burning here, not using. So the exact sentence would be, people should stop burning fossil fuels and switch to renewable energy instead. Take the another example. Government should give death penalty to those who do major crimes. Here do is verb and crime is a noun. But the correct action for crime is commit, not do. So always write commit with crime. Okay, let's take the another example. The emergence of robots in job sectors will create a problem for human employment. Okay, it might seem correct, but again, create is not suitable and advanced level action here. To make this sentence more effective, you have to use pose a problem, or you could say pose a threat. And the same you can see in the Cambridge Dictionary here. Now come to the last but not least, mistake number 3. Verb with preposition. Here is the very common mistake I have seen in IELTS candidates. I am good in mathematics. Here in is preposition used with good, but the correct one should be at, not in here. So it's like I am good at mathematics, not I am good in mathematics. Let's check the next example. He died with a heart attack. Here it should be died of. You can't say died with, it's a died of. So he died of a heart attack, not died with a heart attack. Next, more than 40% children are deprived from education in rural areas. Here from is incorrect and of would be the suitable preposition here. See here in Cambridge Dictionary, it is mentioned clearly. So it would be more than 40% children are deprived of education in rural areas. See, I always recommend that if you really want to work on your vocabulary skills, just get the proper meaning and definition of any word from Cambridge Dictionary only. I hope you found this video helpful. Still many more collocations are left to describe and I will try to cover them in my next tutorial and I believe you will be waiting for this. Thanks for your support and comments. Stay tuned and keep watching this space.